Good morning, everybody. It is Saturday, the 13th of March, 2021, and as usual, I hope your day is off to a great start. Something a little different today. I received a email regarding my Niagara Falls video. It used to be the gateway video on this channel until I introduced a new welcome video. It got a lot of views over time, and this one particular person was curious and asked me my thoughts on the falls because they had seen me at Hoover Dam, and the first couple times I went to Hoover Dam, I call it a freaky experience because for some reason my mind could not adjust to the heights and the images of the great depths, 300 plus 400 feet down from the top of the dam to the base of the Colorado River on the downstream side of the dam. And I just had a feeling like I couldn't be oriented. I had strange thoughts about, it almost felt like, and this person told me to look into this, it almost felt like it was drawing you in to go over the side. Now I know that sounds weird, and I'm not one to do something like that, but it's been a phenomenon that's been explored, and I thought I would talk about that today. Whenever we have visualizations that have great heights to them, or great falls of great distances from our standing point to the bottom of what we're looking at, i.e. the Grand Canyon, there is, psychologists say, a certain phenomena that takes over people. Well, let's see what this professor said at the University of Florida. He published a study in 2011 of more than 431 college students, and more than a third of them reported an urge to leap from a high place at least once in their lifetime, including those with no history of wanting to do away with themselves. But researchers have a more grounded explanation called the high place phenomena. And here it is. When we stand in a high place, a bridge, a building, the edge of a thundering waterfall, our fear circuitry may send a life-preserving signal like back up, you might fall. But the signal fires so rapidly, they write, that we are not fully aware of why we've backed up, and we misinterpret that as the urge to jump. And then they go on to give the example of Marilyn Monroe when she was filming the movie Niagara in 1952, had to step away from the railing a couple times because of this phenomena. And Margot Kidder, when she was told, when she was starring in the movie Superman 2, she said that I can see why people jump. There's a draw to the water. I feel like it's pulling me in, and I think this is, I want to thank this person for sending this because it is a very strange phenomena to me. And when you stand at places like Hoover Dam and you look down, and you stand at places as I have, like Niagara Falls, and you look up, don't get that phenomena looking up. And when you look down from overlook points and things like that, it is a weird, strange phenomena that grips you. I don't think any place in the United States has more accidental and purposeful deaths than Niagara Falls. An estimated, pretty close calculation, about 5,000 people have died since they started keeping records from 1865 onward. And every year, 20 to 30 people, either because of slips and falls or trying to get selfies or attempts to do away with themselves, go over the falls. And the survival rate is about 25%. It's been calculated when you do that. Probably a rough ride down, and it's not exactly like you can steer yourself on the way down. You're just at the mercy of those falls. But I thought that was an interesting phenomena, that being drawn in, and it just shows you when you have spatial relationships that are way outside the norm, way outside the norm. You probably won't get it in an airplane. you probably won't get it in a helicopter, precisely because you're looking at what appears to be a flat landscape. But when you're standing close to the edge of some attraction like the Grand Canyon or Niagara Falls, you can see that amazing difference in height from where you stand to where the bottom is. And there's no doubt that there is some psychological pull that the French termed, I can't remember what the name of it is, but it is dangerous. And I think that they publish that sometimes in the literature. Beware of this feeling and stay backed up. Of course, we know a lot of people take selfie shots and they back up and they go over the side of the places like the Grand Canyon, but this is sort of a different phenomena, and I want to thank my friend for bringing it to my attention. I think it's an interesting article. I'm going to link it in the description box down below, and I think everybody should see Niagara Falls. It's one of the great natural wonders of the world, and it will just astound you by the sheer magnitude of it, particularly the Canadian Horseshoe Falls. But there's no doubt when you look at those dissimilar heights from where you stand to looking down, there's no doubt that there's some psychological draw in there that I think is a very interesting phenomenon. So I want to, if you have not seen the Niagara Falls video that I did, I consider it the best video that I've produced in over 7 years. I will also link that in the description box down below. Anyway, thanks for an interesting topic today, and thumbs up are appreciated, and your comments are welcome in the comments section down below. Let me know if you've ever had that feeling of being drawn into some scene and looking at a plunging cavern or a waterfall, standing on high ground looking down. I'll tell you, it's quite a gut-wrenching experience. Thanks, everybody.